hours a month to get that extra money, and I don't have to go to, a physical building, a company, an organization, actually trade in my time, for money. Unlike a part-time job, what you do here is, you always meet new people. You meet people, new people, you share an awesome idea, and you share an awesome product, and you get paid for doing that, which is really cool. But if you take this opportunity seriously, it can literally change your life. So that's what we want to present to you, this opportunity. So why did I actually join this business? Well, my name is Keenan, for people I haven't said hello to. You can call me Kenny, so everyone calls me. I'm 20 years old. I just finished first year IB, International Business. Now, obviously, I'm in my second year. And, throughout the first year, we took a lot of interesting courses, at least interesting in my opinion, from finance to accounting to marketing to management. These are all really interesting courses. But none of these courses ever taught me how to go make money in the real world. All these courses were just about theory and theory and theory. And I'm a firm believer of theory. I think theory helps us understand the world around us, but the real world is not a theory. And throughout my whole scholastic career, academic career, ever since grade 1 to now, there's never been a teacher who's taught me, hey, here's how you go make money in the real world. I don't think any teacher of yours, has taught you, hey, we're going to learn today how to go make money in the real world, how to make some real money in the real world. And do you know why that's the case? Do you know why teachers don't do that? Well, it's because if teachers knew how to make serious money in the real world, they'd be out there doing it, wouldn't they? They wouldn't be stuck in a school or a university teaching. Instead, they'd be out there going and making that real money, which makes perfect sense, in my opinion. If you want something in life, you're going to follow the people who have that. If you want something, you're going to follow that group of people who have what you desire. For me, I love playing basketball. I always want to become better and better and become the best. And so that's why I follow tips and advice from the best in basketball. I listen to Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, the best of the best. And that makes sense, doesn't it? Why should I listen to average people or average basketball players if I want to be an above average basketball player? Same thing with earning money. Why am I going to listen to people who are making average incomes, average salaries, if I want an above average salary? That makes logical sense, if you want to make some real money in the real world, why don't you follow that group of people who's making that real money? You should follow the Warren Buffetts, the Donald Trumps, the Bill Gates, the Mark Zuckerbergs, all these people, because they're making that real money in the real world, and if you follow their advice, you'll get that. Because the saying goes, you do what they do, you say what they say, and you'll get what they get. That works 100% of the time, no matter what. So, what are we actually taught to do and to say in our society? Well, our parents, our friends, our teachers, basically the 97% of society, they set up certain guidelines for us, right? And if you follow what the 97% does, you're just going to end up like them. Why are you going to be any different? If you do the same thing like them, you're just going to end up like them. But if you follow what that 3% does, that 3% who are actually successful and making money, if you do what they do and say what they say, it's just a matter of time until you get what they get. And it's always like that. And that's why I'm in this company, because I want to get what these people are getting. People who are making from $1,000 a month to $20,000 a month, who are our age, in their 20s. And that's what I want. That's why I'm following their advice. What are we taught to do in society? Well, we're taught to go to school, get good grades, then go to a good university, get good grades, and then finish and get a good job, right? And that sounds nice and all, but that's not always the case. Eurostat, basically the biggest organization in Europe that collects statistics, they released the recent statistics, and youth unemployment, meaning people between ages 18 and 25, youth unemployment is 23% right now in Europe. Meaning that basically 1 out of 5 of us will finish university and not find a job. And I don't know about you, but that's kind of scary for me, The situation is getting worse and worse. And I've kind of witnessed this firsthand. This past summer, I worked a crappy job, I did really good in my first year. I got an average of 8.5, which is great for me, and that's a good, that's a good average. So I was okay. I'm going to summer, get a good summer job that'll match my grades, right? What ended up happening was I couldn't find a job at all. I ended up working at a supermarket, working a minimum wage job. And I ended up cutting my finger on the last day. And you know, and that's what happened, you know? And I mean, for me, like, I want to earn that money, not just because it's money, you know? I want to get a lot of money in life, not just because of the superficial sense, you know? I want that money because I want that freedom that comes with that money, you know? I want to be able to go to a restaurant and look at the left side of the menu and order from the left side and not from the right side. I want to order by preference and not by price. If I want a steak, I don't care if it's 20 or 30 euros, I want a steak. You know, if I go to a store, I want to be able to buy a shirt or buy some jeans without ever looking at the price tag. You know, I want that financial freedom. I'm pretty sure everyone wants that, you know. I don't know if there's anyone in the world who doesn't want that. And basically, I want that financial freedom, and I know if I work hard enough, you know, if I sacrifice time, if I work, you know, hard enough with this, I will get that financial freedom eventually. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with being just the average person in society. You know, you could go to school, just get good grades, finish university, get a job. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But in my opinion, I don't want to be an average person in society. I don't think anyone wants to be average, you know? I don't want to work 40 hours a week for 40 years of my life and give 40% of my income back to the government, you know? That's not what I want to be doing. I want to be paid as a result of my effort. You know, when I was working in the supermarket, I got €9 an hour. And you know, if I put 10% of my effort, I still got €9 an hour. If I put 110% of my effort, I still got €9 an hour, which didn't make sense to me, you know? If I worked really hard, I'd still get €9 an hour. Whereas when you have your own business, your basic compensation is a direct result of your effort. So I mean, if you double your effort, your profits will most likely double in a business. And that's how it always works, you know? And that's the way I want to be paid. And that's why I'm joining this business and creating, you know, my own business through this. Because I want to be paid as a result of my effort. And yeah, basically, I'm going to hand it over to Alberto. But before I hand it over to him, I just want to, you know, give you a little story. So pretend, I don't know, let's say 20 years ago, someone came to you and said, hey, do you want to invest in Apple? You know, 20 years ago, let's say. You'd probably be like, what the hell is Apple, you know? Who's this, you know? It's some startup computer company. But, you know, Microsoft was a monopoly at that time. And I'm pretty sure 95% of us wouldn't have invested in Apple. It wouldn't have made sense. You know, but if you invested in Apple, bought a couple hundred shares back then, right now you probably wouldn't be working. You wouldn't even be here. You'd probably be on some island, you know? You know? So, what I want to say is, I mean, this company is not Apple, but we see that it has the same potential as Apple. And not only us, there are people who are making serious money. And right now, here in Europe, we're at the start of, you know, at the beginning of really launching this out here in Europe. There's people already doing it. We're the first ones to do it, you know, in Maastricht. I was the first one to do it in Luxembourg. You know, we're all the first to do it somewhere. And basically, that's what I want to get you thinking, you know. Just keep an open mind throughout the presentation, you know. Don't be quick to judge. You know, don't get way too excited, yes, this is the best thing, but don't be like way too critical, like, oh, this is the worst thing, you know? So basically keep an open mind, because a closed mind is the most expensive thing in this economy, and that's how it is. So with that, I'm just going to hand it over to Alberto, who's going to continue.
Okay, that was kind of a pretty good speech. I'm going to try to keep it to the level. Okay guys, so really quickly, what if I told you guys that there are kids just like us, out here in Europe, back in the US, back in Asia, everywhere, that have all the things you guys want to have? What if I told you that these kids come from average houses, average families, just like most of us, and by the age of 20, on their own, they manage to have all the things we want to have in life? What if I told you that these kids, they have nothing else apart of all those things that we don't have? They come from these average families, they're exactly like us. They're 20, 21, and they have all the things we wish to have, all those things that we're planning on studying 12 years of our lives, working 40 years of our lives, 40 hours a week, in order to be able to pay for those things. And these kids, by the age of 20 on their own, they manage to get all those things and even more. I know it sounds kind of weird, like, okay, this kind of, these kids, just like us, manage to get that, and why don't we have that? But I admit, it's kind of curious. You want to know how they did it, what they did exactly, right? So, for those of you that would be curious about it, put your hands up. Who would be interested in knowing how these kids managed to do that? Did they rob a bank? Did they kill somebody? What it is that they did, right? So, that's exactly what happened to me. I got interested, I got like curious about this. It sounded kind of weird, but I was willing to listen to what the opportunity was. So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Alberto. I've been this average kid at school, never had the amazing grades that Kenny had.
We got two guys right here.
Exactly. So yeah, I generally had an average of 7, stuff like that. I mean, I passed school with no problem. I came here at uni, passed all my exams for the first sit, never had a reset, but my average is nothing special. So since I've been small, since I was small, sorry, I realized since I was a kid, I've always told myself that one day I was going to be freaking successful. Like, I'm not successful right now, but since I've been a kid, I've always told myself that. And the problem is, I've never really known how I was going to become successful. I've never really known what it was that I was going to do in order to become successful. So after being at school, after 1 year of university, I expected I would know what I want to do in my life. I'm more like not necessarily the exact thing, but more precisely. And guess what? I've been in university for a year, passed everything. I still have no freaking clue what I want to do with it. So I realized that there's actually one thing that we're not taught at university, we're not taught at school. Just like Kenny said, the teachers, if they knew how to be successful, they would teach us that. But they wouldn't. But the thing is, they don't teach us that because they don't know how to. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in a lecture with 500 students, out of which 300 are falling asleep, 100 have no freaking clue what they're talking about, the other 100 are at home sleeping because they're hangover from the party, because that's not right. So I realized, in my opinion, success is actually a skill. Success is not, people are not successful, people become successful. And you need to realize that to become successful, you need to follow several number of steps, and nobody teaches us those steps. There's no course at school, no course at university that will help us realize how to become successful. That's up to us, by practice, by actually developing ourselves, we're going to become successful on our own. That's how it works. So, really quickly, I got presented this Vemma opportunity by Jeff over there, and yeah, at first I thought it was kind of weird, and like, yeah, this kind of something doesn't work here. But he started explaining to me, and I got excited about it. So, first thing I did when I got home was I talked to my roommate. I was like, dude, this is a really good opportunity. I want to talk to you about it. So I started talking to him about it, and he told me, dude, I don't want to hear it. This is a pyramid scheme. This is a scam. This doesn't work. This is bullshit. Like, bye-bye. He didn't even listen to half the things I wanted to tell him. And so yeah, since I had no idea how to be successful, since I had no idea how to stand up for myself, how to stand up for the things I believed, because nobody ever taught me that, I got discouraged, and he told me, yeah, this was too good to be true, and yeah, I started believing that it was too good to be true. But later on, today, I realized that actually things in life are not too good to be true. If things were too good to be true, we wouldn't be living. Life is too good to be true then. If things are too good to be true, living our lives is too good to be true. Is it too good to be true to earn money by working a job? No, it isn't. Then why is it too good to be true to earn money with this business? So I couldn't realize that at the time, so I got discouraged. I told myself, okay, this doesn't work, but my friend Jeff is doing this, so I really need to help him and tell him, like, this doesn't work. Like, dude, stop doing this, you're getting into a hole, you know, you're not going to get out of there. And so I tried to prove him wrong. I tried to prove him that there had to be a flaw, there had to be something that didn't work in this. And I started doing research about it for over a month and a half, and there reached a point where I couldn't find anything. Like, I couldn't find anything that went wrong in that business. Like, I couldn't find anything. I tried to prove the model wrong, and I just couldn't. So I went back to Jeff. I told him, dude, can you explain to me the whole thing again to make sure that I actually understood it properly and that what I was researching was actually correct. And he did, and indeed, all the things I had understood, I had been researching were correct. So I told myself, okay, this is actually really good, this is actually possible. So I went back home and I told my roommate, dude, listen to me, just listen to me till the end. Afterwards, you can do whatever you want with the things I had. You can like clean yourself and go to the toilet with it, that's fine, I don't mind. So I told him everything I knew, the 100% of the information I had, and at the end, guess what he told me? He said, okay, I actually kind of prejudged this, it's kind of legit, this actually can actually really work. Why? Because he actually didn't know all the things I knew, because when people know what you know, they do what you do. Thing is, in life, we tend to prejudge things before actually even knowing all the things about them. And that's why most of the times we pass by all these opportunities in life and we just don't take them because we don't listen to them. So I joined this business, and Kenny was one of the first people I talked to. And why? Because I know he's an open-minded person, he's a cool guy. Even though he might hear something weird, he's going to listen to that thing until the end. Because then if he doesn't like it, he won't do it. But he's at least going to listen to what I have to say. So he did, and he liked it. We met up with Jeff, and when I saw how Jeff explained this to Kenny, and how it explained to Kenny, and when I saw that Kenny was actually really understanding this, and he saw the same things as I saw in this business, the same potential, and I told myself, okay, it's actually incredible. Like, if he can see this, if I can see this, and if Jeff can see this, everybody can see this. So I was already seeing that light at the end of the tunnel, but when I saw how Kenny understood it so fast, and how I had already a couple of friends back in Brussels that also were really interested in this, I was actually literally standing on the sun, you know, I was surrounded by light, guys, there was no black spots anywhere. So, and what I'm trying to say with that is, when people look at something in a certain way, they actually choose what they're looking at. Because the way we look at something actually defines what we're actually looking at. So, I'll really quickly go over a little story that happened 2 days ago. I was at the convention with Jeff. A friend of mine called Nick from Brussels. I approached him about the opportunity at the beginning of the summer, and he told me he liked the idea, but he didn't know if it actually worked. And he would join the business if he saw that I was making money. Like, okay, it's up to you, do whatever you want. He sent me a message 2 days ago. He asked me, "How's the whole Vemma business going, dude?" And so I told him, "Yeah, it's going. Everything's going as planned. Actually, even better." And then his first question was, "How much money are you making?" That, you know, that question, 5 words, how much money are you earning? So, no, that's actually 6, but whatever. He's asked me that question over 20 times in less than 2 months, guys. Over 20 times, that's once every 3 days. So, I told him, dude, I'm going to answer that question for you. I already broke even, I'm making profit, but if you keep at I'm not going to answer that question anymore, because that's not how you should look at this business. Like, you're trying to define whether this business works or not based on how much money I'm making, but that's not how you should do it. And his reply was, ha 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 ha, as if you're not in this for the money, as if it's not how much money you make that defines whether this business works. And my reply to that was like, no, it's not how much money I earn in this business that defines whether it works or not. It's how much money the people I enroll in this business make that proves that the business works or it doesn't. And I took a perfect example is Kenny himself. I enrolled Kenny in this business, and he's earning way more money than I am. He outrun me in this business, he ranked above me, and why am I happy about that? Why am I not jealous of him? Because I'm actually happy, because that proves that what I'm doing is right. That proves that this business actually works, that this business is actually something. And then I told myself, yeah, I could tell you, I didn't tell myself, I told my friend, that, yeah, I could tell him, yeah, I'm earning 1,000 euros a month, and he considered this business to be great, but I wasn't telling him that maybe I enrolled 10 people and nobody was earning money. In his opinion, the business would be great, but in mine it wouldn't, because that would be a scam, because I would be making profit out of people, I would be the only one making money. But that's not how it is. However, if he looks at this from another perspective, if he looks at this from the point of view of how much money the people I enrolled in this business make, then he realizes that it's not just me that's making money, but everybody that's making money. So, as I said before, guys, things only look the way they look because of how you look at them. So change the way you look at something, and you're going to be looking at something completely different. And that's why Kenny emphasizes as well on how you should keep an open mind. And the most expensive thing you can have is actually a closed mind. So I helped my friend look at the same opportunity, Vemma, look at Vemma, the same thing, but just from another way. So he changed the way he looked at Vemma, and instead of seeing a scam, he saw an opportunity. That's all I have to say. That's up to, I think, Jeff.
Yeah.
Hold it.
Alright, thank you guys for coming out. I really appreciate it. Thanks for taking time out of your day to be here. You guys gotta realize time is the most precious thing you can have. So we really appreciate you taking the time to be here. That's why we also at Vemma believe that you should rather invest your time rather than trade your time for money, and investing your time to build an asset that pays you every month residually for the rest of your life, rather than trading time for money. Because when you trade time for money, you only get as much money as you trade time. So if you stop trading time, you stop getting money. If you invest your time, you build an asset that pays you monthly even after you stop working. So before we get into anything further, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about me and myself. I'm Jeffrey. I'm 20 years old, just an average kid, second year economics, and I got approached by a good friend of mine, one of my best friends actually, John Alonzo, from Michigan, and he called me on Skype and said, look, a great opportunity, you gotta listen to me, and he was with another friend of mine from high school, Jamie Cheery was his name, and at the time he was making $4,000 a month with this, so I was really thinking, yeah, I mean, he was this average kid, he was my friend who was just an average kid, and to me he was like Jamie, nothing special, just a normal friend. And I saw he was making $4,000, so I was really open-minded in listening to it, and at least listened to what he had to say. And he explained the whole business opportunity to me, And at the end of the Skype call, I was like so fascinated by this business opportunity. I never tried the drink. I've never even seen it in real life, but I signed up anyways because I was so amazed by this business opportunity. Everything was great until 2 days or 3 days after I ordered my product, and then I was like, shit, what if the drink sucks, you know? I spent this money on this drink, I actually never tried it, man. So I was getting worried, like I didn't know if it tastes good or not, and when it got there, luckily it tasted amazing then, it tastes amazing now, and I think it will taste amazing in the future as well. They're always coming out with better products, so yeah, that was pretty crazy. I talked to Alberto and a couple other people. I actually personally only signed up 3 people. And over the last 4.5 months, me and my team have grown this to a network of over 120 people in over 6 countries. And my last monthly check was 500 euros. And this month I'm bound to make at least the minimum is 700 euros. And I'm not saying this to impress you guys, I'm saying this to like impress upon you that this is real. This opportunity is real. I'm just an average kid who's been doing it for 4 months now, yeah. And the only difference between me and you have to realize there are 2 things that are different between me and you. We have a different network, that's the first thing, and the second thing is I've just been doing this longer than you. And that's why I'm earning more money. So yeah, with that, is someone coming, or?
Nah, sorry.
Alright, with that, the product itself, I'll talk a little bit about the product. The company actually the company started 9 years ago, and they actually came out with this, a 2-ounce shot. It's a nutritional supplement. And the company's called Vemma, and this product's called Vemma. This is the first thing they came out with, and Vemma is an acronym, and it stands for vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, and aloe vera. It has 12 vitamins, all your essential vitamins, vitamins A through E. It has essential minerals, 65 minerals, plant source minerals, which is pretty important because if you don't get your essential minerals, you actually if you need all your minerals to produce healthy and complete cells. Your body produces more than 300 million cells a day, so you should produce healthy cells, otherwise, it's not going to look good in the future for you. Also mangosteen is in it. This is probably the only company I know that uses mangosteen in their drinks. Mangosteen is pretty high in antioxidants. I don't know how much you guys know about antioxidants, but it takes out free radicals in your body. Free radicals aren't good for you. They cause cancer, type 2 diabetes. So you really want to get rid of them. You can actually, everyone has them. You just get them by living, I guess. So you really want to get rid of them. And also antioxidants slow down your aging process, and that's pretty good because nowadays the people who are 50 want to look like 40 and feel like 30, so that's pretty good. This company grew this to a $70 million company just with this, but then they realized this doesn't apply to the young demographics. I mean, if I be like, yo, buy vitamins or whatever, buy this nutritional supplement. Maybe the first one would be interested in this business opportunity, maybe the second one, but not a lot of people. So what they did is they took this 2-ounce shot and they put it in the Verve can and put it into an energy drink, which is called Verve now. They actually put 2 ounce of their Vemma shot into every single product they sell. So even the body, they're coming out with an iced tea called Party pretty soon, and a coffee, which is pretty crazy. Haven't tried them yet. Wanted to try them for sure. But yeah, it's pretty exciting because I didn't hear about that the company before. My friend told me about it. I've actually never heard anything about it, and I looked into it, and this company is pretty credible. It has more credibility than most other companies in my mind. They're the official energy drink of the Phoenix Suns. I don't know how much you guys know about basketball in America, but they're an NBA team in Arizona. They have a lounge, a Verve lounge, with over 1,000, that can fit over 1,000 people. And to be the official energy drink of the Phoenix Suns, they had 18 lawyers of the NBA look into this to make sure and scrutinize this company from front to back and from back to front to make sure that this is a legitimate business model and that this company is operating out of a legitimate business model. And of course, now they're the energy drink of the Phoenix Suns. Michael Jordan likes this product and drinks it. He's so amazed by it. He actually owns the Charlotte Bobcats, another NBA team, and he's so amazed by it that he made Vemma, the official nutritional supplement of the Charlotte Bobcats, which is pretty amazing. And yeah, so Dr. Oz, I don't know how many of you guys know Dr. Oz. She's pretty famous in America. He's one of the top 5 most influential people in America, which is pretty crazy, given that there are 320 million people in that country. And he had it on his show twice in the last year. Says if you drink half a can of Verve and a handful of almonds, eat a handful of almonds. It's the healthiest thing you can put in your body. So that's pretty amazing in my mind. His boss is Oprah, so he's not going to put anything on his show that's not real. So it's all like they all did their research before they would put that on their show, or put it as an official drink or official nutritional supplement. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. So the credibility is there. Definitely do your research on it. We encourage everyone to do the research on it, but the credibility is there. And what I like to compare this company to is just like a gym. I mean, it could be the most amazing gym ever. This is a great opportunity, but you have to put effort into it. You have to work for it. If you have a lifetime membership at the gym and you never go and you say, "Oh, that gym sucks. Like I'm not fit. I'm fat, and I always sit on the couch all day." Like that's your fault. It could be the most amazing gym, but if you don't go, nothing's gonna happen. So also with this, it's effort equals reward. So the more effort you put in, the more reward you get. If you treat this like a hobby, it will pay you out like a hobby, which is still nice. I mean, 500 euros, 1,000 euros a month is pretty nice. But if you treat this like $1 million business, it will reward you like $1 million business. So it depends on how much you want to make this work. And yeah, that's from my side, I guess. Thank you for listening, and I'll bring up Oliver. He's been straight up killing this in this business. I mean, over the summer he went out to Cologne, built up his own team in Cologne, which is pretty impressive, and he's completely dedicated to it. So please give it up for Oliver.
I'll also give it up for Jeff. I mean, he's always doing great work in the world. So yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, as you can see, my name is Oliver. 19 years old. Second year IB student, not as Kenny said, first year IB student.
That's arts and culture.
Yeah, I'm not studying arts and culture, obviously, studying IB. Yeah, thank you guys again. I also want to give you guys a warm welcome for showing up here. And I hope you enjoyed the meeting so far, and I also hope that you've learned by now from what Jeff just told you that obviously Vemma and all the products like Verve or the shots or Bodhi obviously are healthy and there's good stuff in it for you. So this brings me to the point to the topic that I want to talk about today, and this topic is network marketing. This is the industry that Vemma is actually in, and so yeah, let's begin. Basically, at first, what is network marketing? Any of you ever heard it before? Network marketing? Of course, Kenny, Jeff, but okay, I'll give you a quick example. Yeah, you can take some notes really good. basically, network marketing is what we do every day without even knowing or noticing it. So let me give you a quick example. For example, a couple of weeks ago, I went to see the new movie in the cinema, Pain and Gain. Maybe some of you know it, it just came out a couple of weeks ago, and I really enjoyed it. So after this, I went out and I immediately talked to my friends, some friends who like action and stuff, and I was like, "Hey guys, you really gotta check out this movie, it's great." And since they're my friends, they believe in my word, they obviously trust me, they went to the movies, paid to see it, and maybe even recommended further to their friends. But now think of it, I put some effort in there, but I did not receive any form of compensation. So the director of the movie company certainly did not call me and say, "Hey Oliver, thanks for bringing in your friends, I'll give you 20 euros, you can keep on doing this," right? Because what I did is I basically generated some extra income for this company, but I'm not getting paid for this. So now let's look at how Vemma, this company with this awesome drink, does it. Because in fact, they do the complete opposite. What they do is they pay us, Kenny, here, there it is, Alberto, Jeff, and me for sharing this drink and recommending it with you guys. And in fact, they recognized a couple years ago their customers are the most important shareholders in this business due to stakeholders, sorry, shareholders. Too much fancy concept. I've been saying that. But yeah, stakeholders due to one concept. Yeah, and this concept is word of mouth advertisement. So basically the example I just gave you guys, where I consumed the product basically, I went to the cinema, I saw a movie, and I recommended it to my friends. That's word of mouth advertisement. They trust me, they believed in it, they paid some money for it, and they consumed the product, they've seen the movie. And by doing this, Vemma basically pays us for doing this. And hold on, something else I forgot to say. Yeah, exactly. Imagine now you have other companies like Red Bull. They pay celebrities, or even other companies, they pay celebrities, some random celebrities, for making a commercial for that product. But be honest, would you have seen the movie if some random celebrity would have recommended to you? Probably not. So yeah, this gives the whole thing more credibility, because it makes natural sense if you think of it. The reputation, if we are convinced of a product and we tell it to our friends, to you guys who believe in us, it gives this whole thing a great reputation. And in fact, the word of mouth advertisement I've been talking about before accounts for 75% of all the sales of a company. Now let's think of it again. How many, in terms of commercials, how many commercials are you guys, or have you guys been seeing a day? Can you remember the last one? Maybe you can, but my typical night is I hang out at home, I watch TV, and every 20 or 25 minutes there's some dumb commercial interrupting my favorite TV shows. And this is just annoying for most of us, because what I do then is I check my phone, go to WhatsApp, get some food, go to the bathroom or whatever, but I'm not paying attention to the commercials. Same thing is with YouTube. You have those annoying 5 second ads, where you can skip after 5 seconds. So most of us do wait the 5 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bam, then we skip this ads. So to really sum this thing up, on the one hand, we are ignoring the advertisements and the commercials, but on the other hand, like the movie example I gave to you guys, we are indirectly promoting it, indirectly exposing the product without receiving compensation. And that's the whole thing of it. Because here we are promoting something, we're sharing this product with you guys, but we're getting a compensation. And this is the whole difference of how this company looks at the product compared to Red Bull, who has some guy jumping from 38 kilometers on Earth, which is a cool thing, but which does not necessarily make you consume the product. So yeah, with this, I really want to give you guys a quick impression of the network marketing industry and how the whole thing works. But for me, the most important thing when I first got introduced in the business with Kenny was, of course, I wanted to know how you get paid, how the whole compensation scheme works. And this is where I'm handing over the words to Kenny, who goes on with the next thing. So give it up for Kenny again. Please play.
Yeah, so as already said, you know, we're always bombarded with these commercials and stuff, and they're not really effective, you know. If I tell Oliver, hey man, you should try this awesome drink, you know, and he likes it, the company's gonna pay me. It's like if you share a Coke with a friend, if that person didn't know Coca-Cola, for example, and they bought it, Coca-Cola would pay you, which makes sense, at least in our opinions, and normally you should be paid for that. So I'm just gonna go over quickly how you actually get paid. I mean, this all sounds really interesting, you know. Wow, okay, you can get money, but how does it actually work? How do I get paid in the company? I think that's what's the most interesting for most of us, you know. So basically, okay, I'm gonna try to put this correctly. So I'm gonna draw from my perspective, okay? So I'll just write a K, that's for me. So everyone is their own bubble, you know. Oliver is his own bubble, I'm my own bubble. So everybody has two teams, basically. Everyone has two teams. It's always the same for everybody. So basically, I have Oliver on my left team, for example, Ollie, and in Luxembourg, I have my friend Max, I have my friend Giacomo, whatever. They each have their own teams as well, you know, and here as well. So now, if Ollie, for example, finds somebody, he can add that person here. I don't know, let's say...
Tim is there, actually.
Yeah, Tim, actually, yeah. Yeah, he recruited Tim, for example. His friend Tim, who's also studying in the Netherlands. So, Tim was placed below Ollie. And now the thing is, Ollie, it's not like Ollie has to go and find all these people, you know? it seems like, okay, I can just sit back and relax while Ollie does all the work and Tim does all the work, you know? Whereas in fact, if I find someone, so I'm like, hey, Daniel's interested, you know? I can add Daniel, he can join through me, you know, I can recruit him, and Daniel is added automatically below Tim. So Ollie didn't even recruit Daniel, but I recruited Daniel, and Tim benefits. Tim doesn't even know Daniel. Tim benefits, Ollie benefits, and I benefit, just because I added Daniel. Same thing for the person above me, Alberto, right? Alberto's above me. So if Alberto finds someone in Maastricht, he'll add someone here, boom, you know? Now Daniel will benefit from this guy, Tim will benefit from this guy, Oliver will benefit, I'll benefit, and Alberto will benefit. And same thing is happening in Luxembourg, but not everyone has two teams, right? So what we want to emphasize with this two-team, you know, plan is you should pick two, you know, different regions or do two different networks. What we're doing here is, okay, here's basically like the Maastricht leg, or the not. Yeah.
Are they separated by region?
It's how you want. Normally, I mean, I'll explain. Well, I could even show it now, actually. So you want to separate it by two different networks, let's say. So right now, if I put Ollie, let's say Ollie was here, you know, this is my Luxembourg team, for example. You know, if I put Ollie here, if I put Ollie there, this would create some competition between these two teams, because Ollie's in Maastricht, right? And he's going to be finding people in Maastricht, but the other people in Maastricht who Ollie might know won't benefit from that. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't make sense, you know? Why would I put Ollie on my other team? If I talk to Gabriel, for example, and Gabriel's interested, shouldn't Ollie also benefit? You know, Ollie also knows Gabriel, but if Ollie was in the Luxembourg team, you know, he wouldn't benefit if Gabriel joined here. And you know, Ollie has his own team here. He's building it in Germany, right? So I don't know. It was your friend Constantine, right? I'm sorry, Consti. And you know, you also found Lucas or another Tim, actually. So I mean, Ollie found Tim as well. I mean, Constantine knows Tim, but Ollie's the one that introduced Tim to it, so Constantine also benefits. You know what I mean? So he has his team here, he has his team here, and it, you know, as people build up two teams and two different networks, this thing continues to gradually expand and expand. And I mean, it seems like, okay, yeah, I'm at the top, so I'll be making the most no matter what. But I'll just show you in a couple minutes why that's not the case. But I just want to make sure, does everyone understand how adding people works? Like, do you understand how it works? If you have any questions, just ask. I mean, I'm not here to just be a lecturer or something.
Yeah, but actually, how do you add them? Like, I just go to the people and say, okay, hey, do you want to be in my team, or how do you do that?
So basically, everyone has a website, right? So when you join the company, you have a website.
Yeah.
And it's a combination between Facebook and Amazon. So I have my profile with Vemma, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Ivan, pretend you're like, hey, I want to join, you know? You can join through my website, and you'd be put here, let's say below Tim, you know? Or below Daniel, it doesn't matter. You can join through my website, or if you join through Oliver's website, you'd still be put below here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it works through websites. But now I'll explain what's the importance of this website when I go to the compensation plan. Like what would be the difference if you join through me or if you join through Oliver? In the end, we all benefit, whoever you join through.
Okay.
But does it make sense? This is very important that you understand.
But then how do you do to like set two teams?
Yeah, so within, you know, with the website and the company, you have, let's say, your strategy, right? So I can say, right now, I can set, everyone who's going to join right now can automatically join my left leg, you know? So everyone who would sign up through me right now would automatically go on this side. Or I could say, okay, I want everyone to go on my right leg, so everyone will go here. But I wouldn't do that now because I'm in Maastricht, you know? I already have a bunch of people in Luxembourg, you know, so they're doing their thing. So I can say, okay, I know I'm here in Maastricht, that's my left side, and I want people that I find here to be added to the left side, so I set it. Anyone who joins through me joins automatically on my left side. You can always change it, you know? I want one left, one right, one left, one right, or always on the right, always on the left. You know, it depends. Does that answer your question, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So this adding thing basically means you're not by yourself. This is what's called network marketing. You know, it's not just I'm going out and finding as many people as I can. Say I'm helping Oliver find people. I'm helping, you know, Daniel find people. I'm helping Tim find people. You know, Oliver could be like, hey man, I got this guy who's really eager, you know, to join the business. But hey, can you help me talk to him? You've been in this company a bit longer than I have. Be like, of course, man. You know, I'll talk to him. Of course, I'll talk to him. You know, he's in Skype with him. You know, I talk to him. I help Oliver recruit this guy because I know indirectly it helps my whole team no matter what.
And good money.
Yeah, basically. But the thing is, how cool is that, you know? And what kind of company are you encouraged to help the people you work with? You know, if you work in a normal company, so we're on the same team, I don't know, in ING, for example, and there's a position that's opened, you know, an opening, like who's going to become the next manager? It's an open position. What are we going to do? If me and Ollie are in the same team, how am I going to get that position? I can only get that position if I make Ollie look worse, or if I make myself look better. Same with Ollie, if he wants that position, he's going to make me look worse, or make himself look better. Whereas here, I can never succeed by myself. It's a whole team effort, you know? It's in my interest to help Ollie, because if he succeeds, I succeed. Same thing with Alberto. Alberto's going to help us, because if we succeed, he succeeds, you know? And that's the really cool part, because you're never alone. It's all a team effort. So, does it make sense?
Yes.
Alright. Where's Alberto? Okay. or Dennis, can you give me the paper towels? Just for a second. Just bring them over here. Because.
Where are they?
In the kitchen, I think. I don't know. Or anything to wipe. Something to wipe. Something to wipe.
Why do you want me? Why do you want me?
No, I was gonna ask you to get it.
Oh,
But-
You actually want to use your shirt.
Yeah. Wait, you want to use this? Oh, sure. Thanks.
We got something.
I'm gonna use it afterwards. I have two sides, so. Yeah. So basically, it's clear how adding people works. It's clear that you don't have to get everybody. Other people can add people. Okay, because that's the foundation of network marketing. You really have to understand that. All right. So now, basically, how do you get paid? So there's one bonus. The first bonus. It's called the fast start. Alright, it's called the fast start bonus. So we're only going to be talking about Verve, the product, because that's the one we're mainly interested in. So the prices and stuff might change from product to product, you know, but they're all around the same price. So I'm just going to write 1 pack, 2 pack, and then there's this thing called a silver pack. So in general, if you're ordering, right, if you want a 1 pack, you order this every month, a 1 pack. Here it's, how much is it, 65?
63.
63 euros. And there you get 24 cans. 24 cans in 1 pack. If you get a 2 pack, it's 120 or 119, but right, 120. 120 euros. Silver pack, it's 419 euros. So this is how much it costs basically to order a pack a month. And you might think, damn, 63 euros, 120 euros, what the fuck? That's expensive, you know? But when you think of it, this is money you're investing into a business. And now look at it this way. If you would start any business on your own, how much money would you need to spend for that? Think if you want to open a bar, a restaurant, or anything, you need to find the location, find the people, find the equipment. Easily spend thousands and thousands of euros just to start your own business. And what happens if that business goes wrong? If you have a restaurant and you realize, damn, this is not working, what's going to happen? You're basically financially screwed for the rest of your life. You got to pay back the loans you took out, you know? So when you look at it relatively, as Alberto said before, it depends how you look at it. You can look at 63 or 120 euros like in absolute terms, you're like, man, that's a lot of money. Or you can look at it, hey, this is an investment, it's capital for my company, basically. I'm investing in capital and I'm going to be paid for that. And when you look at it relatively, 120 euros, for example, is nothing to start a business. It's nothing. So this is how much you pay. So now, for example, if, let's say, Oliver, he joined through my website. Let's say if he joined on a 1 pack. If you joined through my website, I would get $10, which is, yeah, what is that, 7.5 euros? Or, yeah.
Like that.
7.5 euros. So if he joined directly through my website, I would get 7.5 euros on a 1 pack.
But you just get that on one time, just when he joined.
It's a one-time
It's a
bonus.
bonus.
So if you would join on a 2 pack, I'd get the double of that, so I'd get 15 euros. If you join on a silver pack, some of you might be thinking, why the hell would you pay 420 euros? Well, I'll explain that why afterwards. you get 80 euros. It's really hard to write, so excuse my handwriting. You know? So basically, right now, this is where the website kind of comes into play. So the company knows with your website, hey, Oliver joined through my website, so I'm gonna get whatever, 15 euros, that one-time payment, you know? If Oliver joined through Alberto's website, Alberto would get that money, that fast start bonus. This fast start bonus is really the small money. It's really like, okay, good job, you got someone, here's your compensation, just like a typical salesperson. Here's your commission fee for actually getting someone. And that's really the small money. So does that make sense, how it works?
Sure.
This is very important. If you have any questions, just always ask. Ivan, you got it?
I got it.
Okay. So remember these. If someone joins to your website, on the 1-pack, 7.5 euros. On a 2-pack, you get 15 euros. On a silver pack, 80 euros. Now this is a small money. Now, what I want to explain, the best part, this is where the residual income comes in. This is the cycle bonus. There's 9 different bonuses in the company. I'm not going to go all over 9, otherwise we'll be here for a long time. We'll go over the most important ones. So then you have this cycle bonus. I'm just going to... Right? Cycle bonus. And this is where this network comes into play. This is where it's very important. So, if Ollie gets a 1-pack, obviously his first time he would get it, I'd get the fast start bonus. But also, I would get 60 points, but they're called 60 QV. And QV stands for quantitative volume. So, every time Oliver orders a 1-pack, you know, I get 60 points. But it's not only me who gets 60 points, it's everyone above me, but I'll show you that right now. So, 2-pack, obviously it's a double, 120 QV. Silver, 420 QV. So now let me just show you how this works. You know, you got these QV, this is a point system. It's not money, it's points. Otherwise it'd be really cool. So basically, I'm going to try to draw it in simple. Keep it clean. Just erase this. So now, Ollie orders a 2-pack every month, you know? So, I get 120 from Ollie every single month, 120 points. But now, I also get the points Ollie, I also get points from people Ollie found as well. So Constantine, you know, Ollie gets 120 points from Constantine. Constantine gets 120 from Tim. Obviously, this person contributes. So Ollie gets 120 from Constantine and 120 from Tim. But I also get that 120 from these people because
He's the cash cow.
because if it wasn't for me, Ollie would have known about this. And does that make sense? You know what I mean? These people would have known about the company if it wasn't for Ollie, and Ollie would have known about it if it wasn't for me. Same thing this way, 120 here, 120, you know, and then everyone has their teams. The points go upwards, you know what I mean? Same thing on both legs, right? So you understand how the points go up. What's up?
Yeah, but that's like huge.
It's huge.
If
Yeah, that's the whole point. And as your network expands and expands and expands, it's crazy, you know? There's people being added to your network and you didn't even know them. That's already happened to us. I have some guy from Michigan on my Luxembourg team. Some guy from Michigan on my Luxembourg team. I have no idea who he is. Someone above me added them, you know, there. So now when you see this, it's like, oh man, but still, Kenny's getting the most points no matter what, you know? It's like, what the fuck, that's not fair. But this is where the cycle bonus comes into play. So this is very important, so pay attention. This is the key to understanding how network marketing works and how this actual company works with compensation. So there's a certain ratio you have to get, a certain ratio of points with the cycle bonus. So if you get 360 points and 180 points, so if you get 360 points on one leg or one team and 180 points on another team, that equals one cycle. That's what we call a cycle. So one cycle. And one cycle equals 15 euros here. So if you look back over here, you know, if I had 360 on this side and 180 on this side, I would get one cycle. But it wouldn't matter if I had 360 here or 180 here. It doesn't matter which side it's coming from. But you know, as the points accumulate from the teams below you, you're getting more and more points. But now the thing is, I could just say, I'm going to sit back and relax, you know? Ollie's doing an amazing job in Germany. I can sit back and relax, but that's not true, because if Ollie is doing a great job here in Germany, and you know, our Maastricht leg is doing a great job in Germany, I'm going to get so many points on my left leg, right? If I sit back and don't do anything, I don't talk to my Luxembourg team, they might be demotivated and like, oh man, I don't want to do this, or they're not finding people. I can end up with like 5,000 points and 200 points, you know what I mean? Which would just give you one cycle. You know what I mean? If I have 5,000 and 200, I need 360 and 180. So every time, if I want 2 cycles, I need 360 times 2 and 180 times 2. If I want 3 cycles, you multiply by 3. So now, Ollie could be doing a super job out in Germany. He's bringing me all the points to my left team. If I'm not doing anything to my right team, I'm not cycling because I don't have that ratio.
But if you have 2 ollies, you can chill.
Exactly, I can chill, but the whole point is you want to motivate them. Yeah. So.
Yeah, where are you?
So, and this is exactly what happened with kind of me and Alberto, right? Alberto put me here, and you know, because I was doing such a good job in Luxembourg, I was having a lot of people in Luxembourg. For Alberto, that was his left leg. You know what I mean? And at the same time, Ollie was doing some work, so I was getting points on both legs. But for Alberto, this is all just on the one leg, you know. And so Alberto, you know, he was on vacation, he was busy, he didn't have that much time to work in Brussels at his inside leg. So I was actually getting more cycles than Alberto, and that's how I was out-earning him. And so that doesn't mean necessarily the person at the top will earn the most. You know, Ollie can earn more than me. You know, if he does a great job in Germany and we do a great job in Maastricht, he's going to be cycling more than me and earning more than me. So the key to remember is this ratio, 360 to 180. So obviously, if you get 10 cycles, you're getting at least 150 euros a month, at least, you know? So the whole key is this cycling. Does it make sense? Do you understand? If you have any questions, just ask.
And that's also, like, that's when you realize that this business is not just based on the number of people you actually bring to the business, it's based on the number of products that you're actually selling. So you can have one person that buys 100 packs, imagine you talk to a bar and they want to buy 100 packs, you're going to be earning more money than somebody that has 20 people in the business just buying 1 pack. So it's not really, you're not getting paid, I have 3 friends on this side, 2 friends on this side, you're paid when I have 3 packs on this side and 2 packs on this side. So it's really based on the number of products, not the number of people.
Yeah, you never get paid I would never get paid if just Ollie signed up. I only get paid once he orders something, you know, which makes sense. Otherwise, that'd be a pyramid scheme, you know? Oh, I'm getting money just for signing people up. No, I only get money when people buy something, you know? So this cycling, does it make sense?
One question,
Yeah.
is this whole networking just limited to private people, or is it,
No.
or can you also go in for shops or whatever?
Exactly. Well, you want to explain it?
Not really.
So you can go, basically, Vemma, they don't want their products, so I'm just going to erase this, alright? They don't want their products being sold on shelves. If you saw Verve next to Red Bull, what are the chances you'd pick Verve over Red Bull, just from looking at it? I don't know. Honestly, you'd probably take Red Bull over this anytime if you saw it if you didn't even know about it, if you just saw it, you know? Because Red Bull's already ingrained in our minds, okay, that's the energy drink to get. So basically, they don't want their products being sold in big chains like, well, I don't know, Albertine or something. But if someone has a private business, for example, like a fitness center, you can approach them and be like, hey, obviously they have to contact the company and they could resell the product for the company. And then you'd be getting a lot of points, you know, if they're below you. And your whole team would be getting a lot of points. I mean, that's what we want to do here. We're going to go to the Mac, for example. Why would they want body? You know what I mean? For losing weight, or you can go to bars. You know, private businesses, they can't just resell it. I mean, that's illegal. You know, they can't just say, I'm going to buy this from you and resell it. It's like you go to McDonald's, get a Big Mac, and I sell it to Oliver. You can't, that's illegal. You know what I mean? That's illegal. But that's the same thing with, if you want to contact a private organization, they have to contact the company and explain why we want to sell this, you know, and they have to get approval from the company. It's like any other business, right? A clothing store, they cannot sell Calvin Klein without actually contacting the company. Yeah, so you can definitely approach businesses. That's perfect. But speaking of businesses, there's also customers, you know? Some people might not be interested in the business, like, oh, I don't have time for this. I just love to drink. I want it, you know? So then you have this other bonus called the customer referral bonus, but I just call it 3 is free. 3 is free. What's up? What?
I said you just need 2 good people.
Yeah. Well, you need 2 great people, but you need.
Two good people on each leg.
But you need to. But if you see these, if for example, if you know, if Oliver's doing a great job and he sees I'm not doing anything, he'd probably be pissed off. You know what I mean? Like you really need to keep your team motivated. That's the whole thing. You become a leader through this. You know. Look what we're doing here. We're presenting in front of everybody. We're improving our skills, our presentation skills, our convincing skills. You know, these are things you don't really learn in university. That's in my opinion. You know, these are skills that are going to help us no matter what, whatever we do later on in life. If you want to become a manager, whatever, you want to be in a company, you're going to need these skills no matter what. You know, and for me, it's great. I'm learning this right now, improving it. You know?
But the system works if you have 2 good people.
It does. It does.
It does. It's just
It
working.
helps, and it's gonna.
That's the only restriction you have
But it is gonna
to earn money. That
Yeah.
you need the 2 branches.
Of course, if you get 2 good people on your legs, it's gonna grow. You can sit back and not do anything, but if you really want to go faster,
Yeah, you're
you
gonna
put your effort in.
Yeah,
Trust me, you're gonna be outrunning
because
incredibly.
because then that person below you would outrun you. You know, which is not bad. If they're doing good on both legs, you're just chilling. You know. But it depends. You know what I mean?
Good money.
Yeah, of course. So, before I forgot to mention, the cycle bonus, to be eligible for that, you need to have a 2-pack on auto delivery every single month. That's why the 2-pack is the key. If you order a 1-pack every month, you only get fast start bonuses. You can't cycle. You can get points and points, but you can't cycle. So 2-pack is the key. 3 is free is a customer program. So if you find 3 customers, with 3 times your QV. So if I'm ordering, if I'm ordering a 2-pack, and I get 3 customers to order a 2-pack as well, so that's 360, 3 times my QV, I get my product for free that month. And if these customers are ordering every single month, I'm getting my product for free every single month, so I don't even have to pay 120 euros. Meaning that anything I get is just pure profits, which is crazy. You know what I mean? You have no overhead costs, basically. Yeah. And so this is very important, the customer program. If you can find 3 customers who love the product and order 2-packs, even if you get 6 customers with the 1-pack, because 6 times 60 is 360, that's still 3 times what you're ordering, you get your product for free. You know? What's up?
Oh, just check on the time.
What time is it?
7:45.
What you're calling out.
Yeah, I mean, it's Lou, it doesn't matter. Well, basically, you know, there's other ways you get paid. These are just the basic ones. The cycle bonus is very important. You know what I mean? So if you see you build up these networks on both legs, you're going to be earning residual income every single month, which is awesome. You know. And yeah, I mean, also remember that silver pack.
What can you lose if you sign in?
Hmm?
What can you lose if you have your own website? So what's the worst case? What can happen with me?
Nothing.
My website,
You
it's just
You bought
existing.
Nothing.
things, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, basically, you can quit anytime, right? It's not, if you stop ordering, you know, it's like, I don't want this business anymore, you just stop ordering and you're done, you know?
Yeah, there's no such
So
thing.
you just have to buy your drinks.
Yeah, buy the
And
drinks, and they taste good, you know what I mean? They taste really good. You'd probably spend this money on coffee or other energy drinks, you know, throughout the year anyways, when you think of it, you know? So why don't you buy something healthy, you know?
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive.
2.68 cents.
Yeah, but if you buy Red Bull, it's like, what, €2?
€1.
What? No, Red Bull's not €1.
No, here in Netherlands, €1.
Red Bull.
Yeah.
Well, I always compare, like, if you take fruit, you take a
Yeah.
banana, and you take a pineapple, or ananas, or something. Something. You know, if you take that, you can't compare, you can say they're both fruit, but the pineapple's more, it costs more, because it's better for you. Does that make sense? If you can't compare Verve and Red Bull, yeah, they're both energy drinks, but Red Bull doesn't give you money, it doesn't give you vitamins, doesn't give you minerals, why would you want it? That's my way of seeing it, which makes sense. I'd rather pay more for something that benefits me.
Yeah,
You know?
of course.
And how expensive is your health? €2 a day. I mean, that's not that much. No.
Yeah,
When you think about it.
Caffeine,
Yeah.
everything inside. It's not that this is
No.
Yeah.
huge, tremendously increasing your health. It's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
kind of.
Yeah, but it does have a whole vitamin formula inside.
Well, basically,
Yeah,
if you drink 1 can a day, you get your whole daily dose of vitamins every single day. It covers all your vitamins. Basically, yeah, you still should eat fruits and stuff, but it covers all your vitamins for your whole day. Like out of your daily intake at 100%, it's at least, you know.
Especially when you're a student, you don't eat enough fruit anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Are there
Exactly.
scientific studies
Yeah,
who
there's a ton of-
compare birth with
Yep, there's a lot. I mean, there's a men's magazine, or men, you know. That's not scientific, but I'm just saying they were comparing. Okay, you know, the healthy, you know. They were comparing, you know, what are the best drinks for your health, and they voted Vemma as the #1. But there's also scientific studies.
Okay, Vemma, but this drink is different from.
No.
It has a Vemma formula inside.
This isn't every single drink,
Exactly.
no matter what.
I know, but
Yeah,
an
just saying.
energy drink is still not.
I mean, a lot of people are like, okay, taurine, oh my god, taurine is so bad for you, but taurine is actually an amino acid. Amino acids make up proteins in your body. And then obviously, it's like, hey, taking medicine, if I take 5 headache pills a day, that's not good for you, but if I take 1, that's going to help me so much. Same thing with this. It's all, you know, drinking in regular and controlled doses. I wouldn't recommend drinking this 5 herbs a day, you know. It's like with coffee as well, if you drink so much. Everything that can cure you can kill you. Right? Yeah, so there's a lot of other things we want to explain, but right now we got this guy, basically Luke Kessler. He's actually been in this company for how long, Jeff? 18 months?
18 months.
18 months. So Luke Kessler's been in this company for 18 months. He's from Michigan. And he's currently making $20,000 a month. So over $250,000 a year.
Jesus Christ.
And
Is he still studying then?
No, he
No,
used to be
The highlight.
He's at his pool
He used
right
to be
now.
at Michigan.
yeah,
Michigan
he
State
used to
University.
be an honors student
Yeah.
at Michigan.
So we got him on Skype. So hopefully, I hope it'll work. I mean, he's online, so we'll
Yeah,
see
you
how
said
it
just call.
just call him. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically, this guy is one of the top 40 earners in the company, and he's only 21. He's making $250,000 a year, and that's going to continue to grow and grow and grow. So this guy knows what he's actually doing. You know, he's just a normal kid like us. You know Jeff as well. You actually hung out with him this past summer. You know.
He's just a normal kid.
Making 20,000.
So I mean, if he can do it, why can't we do it? You know what I mean? So I actually see if. What do you say? Just call him.
Yeah, just call.
Yeah.
I hope it works. I
Hello.
hope the connection is good. How's it fine?
Skype, yeah.
Is it working? Where's the volume here?
This guy earns 20,000.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There we go.
Alright, let's see.
Can you pass me a
Let's
break?
see.
Yeah, me too.
No, Twitter or something.
He was online for like 10 minutes, so.
Yes.
Let's see the answer.
Oh, do you want one?
Anyway, you just take a verb in the meantime.
Yeah.
We'll see. Oh wait. Whoops. Hey Luke.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up? Wait up for a second. We're just waiting for. Is your camera on?
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, but you got your camera on or? Luke.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Hey. Yo, we don't got a camera going on here. We don't got a camera going on here.
Well, it's working. This is BMW, or this is Mercedes-Benz. David Tucker, Platinum leader, out of Michigan State. Evan Schultz, Platinum leader, out here at Michigan State University. He was actually the guy that got me involved in this whole thing. So without that guy, none of us would be here, which is pretty crazy. I'm hoping that you guys can hear me right now, because I can't hear you, but it says that it's kind of going.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go with that, guys. First off, though, I just want to, thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to get here and hear this thing out, because, time is our most valuable asset in this world. The one thing out of everything that you can't get back, it's just the way you spend it is important, guys. And let me tell you that, there is not a better way that you can spend the next 30 minutes of your life sitting here right now hearing about this opportunity in a new country, in a new area. And I will say that with 100% confidence because, in my life, what this has done for me, I can't even really start to explain, put into words. 18 months ago, I was dead broke. I had no money to my name or anything. And in the last 18 months, last month, I actually pulled in $24,000 from this opportunity alone. And, that means by title, I'm actually an ambassador in the company making $250,000 a year. And then remember, that's not to come out here and brag. It's not to come out here to throw numbers to impress you guys. It's to show you that this is real. To show you that this is possible. And if we know anything, all right, throughout all society, all across, across the world, is that history repeats itself, right? And if this YPR movement happened over here in the United States, I'm from Michigan, Michigan State University is where I'm from, where I go to school. If it happened here, it happened in Arizona, it happened in California, Western United States, it's going to happen across the world. We're open in over 60 different countries, and what's crazy to me is that it's already happening. You already have people like Oliver going out there, and he is last month, like just a couple months. And what's crazy is that he came over here to learn from us. Okay, so it's my one job in this business to help you guys duplicate the success I already found. But what the best part about it is that not just help you duplicate the success that I've found, but to do it even faster. Alright, the goal of this business model is it doesn't matter, if you're a Harvard graduate, it doesn't matter if you're the smartest person in the entire world, or you're a high school dropout, someone that doesn't even know how to read or write. Okay, if you can stay here, you can follow a system. Alright, you can follow a system that's been proven. Okay, if you can do the things we say, alright, you say what they say, you do what they do, you're gonna get what they get every single time. So if you can do that, guys, we can help you guys find this exact same success. So what I want to get into real quick is kind of why this thing's getting so big. And I think there are, kind of 5 main reasons, 5 main points, for why this IPR movement is blowing up, so big, as big as it really is. Number one is the way our technology has changed, okay? You have to understand that now. I'm driving in my car, okay? I'm on a cell phone, and I'm Skyping you guys, and you're in Germany. That's right next to you right now. Alright, that's absolutely incredible. Yeah, we're doing it right now. We don't really think about it. Guys, we're the most socially connected generation ever. I'm holding a cell phone in my hand. Alright, right now I'm connected to anyone all across the world. That was not possible 5-10 years ago. Okay, so the way this business model works is that this company views a product called Verb, a healthy energy. Taking is Red Bull, Rockstar Monster, take out the synthetic ingredients, artificial sugars, artificial sweeteners, synthetic caffeine. Alright, instead you put in the original chemo formula, vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, and aloe vera. Alright, so in every single Verb that you drink, there's our healthy energy drink, clinically studied to reduce inflammation, strengthen your immune system. You're getting all your daily vitamins and minerals. You're getting a superfood called mangosteen. Alright, and you're also getting that energy. You need a time peak in a valley, guys. It's just saying energy. Okay, so what's unique about this business, this company, is the way they spend their advertising budget, their marketing dollars, okay? They don't pay for TV commercials, billboard, and such, okay? They pay us to go out and tell people about their product, to promote a product, alright? You guys are sitting here in my car, alright? You guys are sitting there, you guys are debating, right? You guys are in Vemma, you're debating, should I get a BMW or Mercedes-Benz? I'm sitting here over here and I'm like, alright, well, let me tell you, dude, the Mercedes-Benz is pretty big, and it just got that kind of feel to it, you got the logo, and it's a nice car, bro. I'll let you guys try it, alright? If I persuade you to get a Mercedes-Benz rather than a BMW, I am now actually generating Mercedes-Benz revenue. I'm giving them a sale, all because it wasn't because of the commercial they put out, it wasn't just for anything like that, it was because I told you to do it. Okay? That's word of mouth advertising, that's telling something about, that's telling people about things.
Oh shit.
Correct.
This is something we do naturally all the time. Okay? If we go out, alright, if I'm going to get these Ray-Bans that I have right now, I told them to go Ray-Bans, where'd you get them? I I tell you, the sunglass shop is a wall here, here in East Lansing, Michigan, where I'm from. You guys then go there to buy these sunglasses. Okay, that's something I didn't naturally. You just saw them, you liked them, you asked me about them, I answered your question, and told you where to go. I'm helping you. I found a need because you obviously wanted sunglasses, or else you would have told me about them, right? You would have asked me about it, and I just told you where you want to go. So what we have here, guys, we can find a need with people, and right now the need is that everyone can use an extra $500 or $1,000 a month. All right, nobody wants to have that job, working 9 to 5, and we want to be financially free. So, this company, like I said, why is it so important? Why is it so unique and crazy about all this technology? And it's because this company gave us this word on advertising. So, this industry, network marketing, the idea of paying for word of mouth advertising rather than traditional advertising, is an over 100-year-old industry. 100 years old, okay? These companies like Amway, Avon, Mary Kay, Herbalife, they did multiple billions, okay? Amway this year is the same thing we do. We use Verb, a health energy drink. They use not so everyday items or everyday household items. Last year did 11.3 billion, and this year they're up into 15 billion. B with a B in sales, okay? Amazing milestone things, but what do you think our product can do? And that's not to bash on Amway. I mean, that's an amazing company. I think that's 15 billion. But what I'm saying is that if you would have gotten Amway, it was only worth 100 million, and now it's 15 billion, you'd be freaking racking out. You'd be a freaking billionaire right now, and that's what we have right now with this company, guys. Vemma last year did 117 million. This year, I think, to about 250 million. In the next 36 months, we're going to go from 100 million to $1 billion in sales. With or without any of us. And any of these sales are going to be global because these companies get huge in other countries. It's just natural, right? It's human nature, especially if you're a competitive person, all right, someone that's confident in themselves. You see me, I'm just a normal kid. David Tucker, just a normal person. Adam Schultz, just a normal person. Yet we're making it happen, all right? And if we can do it here, you guys can do it there. And so number one, guys, the biggest reason this is working, like I said, I'll tell you the background of what the whole thing obviously is the technology because, we're the most social next generation ever. How did you hear about Facebook? We have Facebook. By the way, how did you hear about Facebook? Was the billboard ad, was the TV commercial, was somebody told them. Same exact concept, okay? Number two is the fact that right now, the entire world, the economy, the global economy is not perfect, all right? It's not great, especially here in the United States. It's crap. Our economy is horrible. All right, over here, it's a little bit better, all right? But the fact of the matter is, people our age don't have a lot of money. It's basically the societal norm that if you were under 25, you're probably broke. Okay, that's just normal. And that's what we're trying to change here because it doesn't have to be like that. Okay, 18 months I was broke. All right, now 18 months later, right now I make $110,000 a year more than my dad, who's a doctor. For 15 years. And I've been doing this for 15 months, or 18 months. All right, you went to school for 15 years, and I've been doing this for 18 months. And I make $110,000 a year more than my dad. And that's, once again, not to brag. But that's to show you, guess what? Keep loaning me the money to even buy my product. Get involved with this. Buy my product. It teaches me a lesson that these things don't work. Okay? And now, he's building a business with me, 18 months later. And if that doesn't show you what is happening, it doesn't show you what's real, what's possible, I really don't know what will. So number one, like I said, technology. Number two is the fact that everyone in our age demographic, we don't have money and we like a little bit more. People out here, you're not going to say no. Obviously, this interests people. Okay? Number three, guys, numbers. And the numbers is the fact that it's so early in the game. The numbers are the fact that this company's only been around for 9 years, and last year only did 117 million. This year will do 250 million, and each company is projected on the low end to hit 20 billion. To hit 20 billion, and last year we only did 117 million. Okay, this growth is happening, and it happened in history already for those other companies, and it happened for them without the internet, without cell phones, without texting, without Skype. What do you think is going to happen right now with our generation, with this specific company right here, right now, with leaders like us who already know where we're going? We're making this happen, dude. This is literally what we do 24/7, every second, every day. We build this business. We as a 3 to 5 year plan, to never have to worry about money ever again, ever. Like ever, like not have to worry about a price tag. You know, and that means, you know, that's not, you know, in a selfish way. You know, all I'm saying, money isn't everything in the world. But let me tell you, the fact that you can go and retire your parents, say thank you, Mom, you don't have to work anymore, thanks for everything you did, that's a pretty liberating feeling. You know, and I'm telling you that, you know, this is a way that it can happen for you. Alright, so, you know, like I said, the timing of this is impeccable. Across the United States right now, there's only about 50,000 young people doing this. Across, you know, I'd say in all of Europe, I bet you there's less than 20,000 young people doing this in all of Europe. Alright, you think of those numbers, if you get 6 people in this in the business, all quality over quantity, don't go Maastricht, on Facebook, Twitter, anything like that. It's all about being personable. Okay? If you can get 6 people who get 6 people, just 6 of your friends, 6 of your core group, and now take your eyes off yourself. Don't ever worry about getting anyone else for yourself again. Just tell each of those 6, go get 6. You're making $1,200 a month, and you're driving a free, you know, Mercedes-Benz C-Class, C-Class, or Mercedes-Benz, or 3 Series BMW, fully paid for by Vemma. Just 6 to get 6. Okay, guys, these numbers aren't rocket science, it's real. And the last reason working is the fact of the success. I mean, over 93 people in my business now, 93 people in my business, averaging from the age of about 17 to about 23 years old, making an extra $1,000 a month of residual income. $1,000 a month of residual income. You know, I know it's not the 24. You know, screw the 24,000 a month. Screw the $250,000. Screw the million. Screw the tens of thousands. I'm talking $1,000 a month in your pocket right now, every single Thursday. Okay, every single Thursday. You know, you're gonna get $250 direct deposited to your account or check in the mail. What would it do for you? It would probably change your life, guys. I'm having kids that are 16 years old. His name's Carmen Munder. He got a brand new E-Class or 5 Series Mercedes or BMW fully paid for by this company. Alright, they're throwing down the payments every single month. Alright, when he's 16 years old. That's something that my dad who's an actor can't afford yet, guys. Most adults can't afford that. So what we're saying, guys, is that we're onto something really, really big. And this thing is so exciting because you guys have the opportunity to get into it at a ground floor level in an area, in not just an area, but in a new continent that you guys can be the face of this thing. All right, my mentor in this is a guy named Brad Alcazan. Brad Alcazan, he's 27. When I met him, he was 25 years old, making about $40,000 a month, doing exactly what I'm doing right now, sharing a product, an opportunity, a concept that's proven, it's working, and can help you. Okay, he's making $40,000 a month at 25. That opened my eyes. It showed me that, you know, there's probably other ways to make money. Because I was in the honors college at Michigan State. I was always a smart kid, but I had a really big ego and a little
Penis.
Oh, we lost him. You offended him.
I'll try again.
Wait, this guy's really pissing me off though. He's like, yeah, I'm in my Mercedes and everything, and he's so fucking he's making more money than his dad and everything.
He had a big ego but a small bank account.
Yeah.
That's what everyone's, you know, like, I mean, if you don't have the money, don't be too confident, you know. If you don't have that money, why won't you listen to opportunities, you know? Okay, if you have the money, fine, you know. But if you don't have the money, you have a small bank account.
No, but he talks about he will never ever have. Okay, perhaps he will never really have to work, but all the scheme is over in I don't know a couple of years.
I don't
There's
think
some
so. Well, there's 7 billion people on the planet. You know what I mean? 7 billion people.
Yeah, but at some point it's not profitable for the company anymore.
But I mean, you're still getting money, man.
Yeah, at the moment it's like
Dude, one thing. Think of it about cars.
Yeah.
The guy that created a car, like in 1920s, 100 years ago, he came up with this idea. We have this vehicle that goes on 4 wheels, and people can move from one country to another in 5 hours. Okay, what if I told that guy, yeah, but once everybody in the world has one car, nobody ever again is going to buy another car, are they? Well, I see people buying cars every single day.
But the scheme is not.
What I'm trying to say is you buy cars. What I'm trying to say is you buy cars every 10 to 15 years.
And then you have to work really for the company, and that's like not network marketing anymore. So network marketing definitely has an infinite end.
Everything has an end.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but Yeah, of course. And
That's
now at the moment you can earn cash.
Hey, what's up,
Yeah.
guys? Sorry about that.
So-
I must have. I was coming out of my car. I must have lost service there real quick. But anyways, real quick. I don't want to take up too much more of your guys' time. But real quick, the last things I wanted to show you, touch on is that, like I said, the biggest 3 reasons, guys, is number 1, the technology. Where we're at right now, technology is incredible. Number 2, in the social connectivity that we have throughout our entire generation, all across the world. Number 2 is the fact that, the connotation that people our age should be broke. They shouldn't have any money, and we have a way to solve that where we don't have to not have money. We don't have to be, be stereotypical broke college kids. We can be kids, I have kids that are going to be, before they turn 20 years old, making 6 figures. I'm like I said, you guys know my success stories, and if it worked for me, it can work for you. Number 3, guys, is the numbers. Is how early we're going to get on this thing is incredible. It's the fact that you are in a new continent, not just a new state, not just a new city, but not just a new country, but a new continent over there. Man, I would kill to be in your guys' situation right now. And the last thing, guys, is those success stories, is the fact that, this has worked for thousands of kids out there, whether you believe it or not, and it's going to continue to work for those kids, whether you believe it or not, and it can work for you. The last thing I want to leave with you guys is that if not you, then who? Because this is going to blow up there in Germany. Oliver and them are not quitting. They know exactly where they're going. They know exactly what they've got to do. They've done it once. All Oliver's got to do is help you get to where he's at. All right? Because he's already done it. All he's got to do is help you get to where he's at. So if he can help you do what he's already done, so he obviously knows how to do it, that's how you guys continue to be successful. But oh wait, by the way, all right, when he started, I bet he'll tell you he messed up a little bit in the beginning. Okay, so guess what? He'll help you avoid the mistakes he made in the beginning in order for you to find success even faster. So you're not only going to be able to do what Oliver did, but you're going to be able to do it even faster as he helps you avoid the mistakes that he made in the beginning. I'm telling you guys, this thing is huge. So if not you, then who? If not now, then when? Because this company's going to 100 million to $1 billion in the next 36 months with or without us. And this is when the legends are born. This is when, the industry giants are created. This would be 100 million to $1 billion work. All right? And the next thing, guys, and probably the most important thing, is if not this, then what? What else are we going to do at 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 years old to go make 6 figures? And this is not just 6 figures, and we're creating a 6-figure, asset that's going to pay us residually. We're creating an asset that's going to pay us residually 6 figures, all right, no matter what. If I quit working today, I go on an island, I don't ever say Vero again, I'm still making $250,000 a year. All right, when you guys do this, guys, it's residual income. It's an incredible concept, and it's something that is huge. So remember, guys, this is happening. This is happening right now. We want you to be a part of it. We really do. If you were brought to this meeting today, they saw some potential in you. They thought you could be good at this. And just remember, guys, every blessing ignores a curse in this world. And what does that mean? Is that right now, it's honestly a blessing that we're hearing about this at this stage of the game. The fact that it's this early, the timing is this good, is a blessing because, 5, 10, 20 years from now, when this is a multi-billion-dollar company, you're going to look back and be like, hey, I remember when Oliver was only making like $2,200 a month. Now he makes like, $1 million a month. All right, or I remember Luke Hester, and he was only making $24,000 a month. And I say that seriously. Okay, guys, this is rolling. This thing's going, and we want to help you guys achieve your dreams. So with that, guys, just remember, this is the vehicle to success for us. This is the perfect timing, the right place, the right time, right people, and we would love you guys to join our team, join our family, and, help you, achieve the success that, you guys have always wanted in your life. So, with that, guys, thank you so much for having me on board and having me on Skype. I'm sad I can't hear you guys, but no worries. The Skypes are going to be a regular thing, guys. I promise you, I'm going to work my butt off to help you guys find success. That's my one job, is to help you guys find success. And I'm going to do everything in my power in order to make that dream come a reality. I have the text now, group, or the text app, I don't even know what the name of it is. Text everybody, WhatsApp, that's it, WhatsApp. Text everybody on there. I'm in Germany, so if you're out there in Germany, you're taking this thing seriously, shoot me a text on there. That way I'll have your number. Oliver's got my number, and we'll be good to go from there. So with that, guys, just let's stay excited. I'm so excited for where this is going to go. I'm so excited, for the full potential this has out there in Germany, and let's literally make it happen. So with that, though, have a great day, guys, and I'm looking forward to next time we get to talk to you. Take care now. Go rack 'em.
Nice. So just to make it clear, Oliver is Jeff's one of Jeff's best friends and one of our friends actually, who went to Michigan. And Oliver's the one that organized this call for us. You see, Oliver went to Michigan for an exchange for 3 months. He got introduced to this. He didn't even want to start it at all. You know what I mean? He's like, nah, man, this, I don't know. It's not gonna work. He thought about it. Started last January of this year. Now he's making 1,200 euros a month, and he's getting his car this month, the BMW. I don't know which one he's going for, but yeah. And he's going to be coming out here in Maastricht in a couple weeks, actually.
Yeah, he's moving out here.
Yeah, he's coming down here to basically, I think he's going to live here for a couple months. I don't know, he's just traveling around Europe and sharing his story, you know what I mean? And this guy, Luke, is personal friends with Oliver, you know what I mean? And Oliver's personal friends with him, which is crazy when he's like, just a funny story. He was like, back when he was with Luke, this is what Oliver was telling me. He's like, yeah, we were in his car when he was making, I don't know, only 3,000 a month, whatever. He's like, Oliver, this is crazy, This is my first car in my life, but it's gonna be my worst car, And so, and he's just like, Luke's a normal guy. He smoked his first blunt with Luke. You know what I mean? These are just normal kids. So it's
Maybe it's also important to state that at first when Luke was presented with this opportunity, he said this was a scam and this didn't work.
Yeah, he didn't join for like what, 2 months?
3
3
months.
months.
Like that. And he tried to prove his friends wrong, and that's when he realized that it actually worked, and that's when he decided to join.
And I mean, he didn't break even for 5 months.
5 months. It took him 5 months to break even.
Yeah. So I mean, as he was saying, we're in a similar situation. He was like one of the first to do it in Michigan at his college. We're like the first to do it in all of Europe, in fact. You know what I mean? Here in Maastricht, for sure. And I always talk about this with Oliver, Jeff, and Alberta. It's like, how cool is it? We all study in Maastricht, but we all live somewhere else. We always go back home at least once a month or something.
Which cities and systems existing in Germany?
Cologne.
Cologne,
Munich. They just had a convention in Munich, you know what I mean, this past weekend.
And Regensburg.
Regensburg, yeah. But look at us. We have the privilege of going to different countries, whereas how can he do it in Michigan? It's a whole state, and plus his city, you know what I mean? Like, if he can do it in one region, we have the benefit of all these different regions, you know what I mean?
Especially because Verve is already present in
Michigan,
so it's
exactly.
gonna be harder to get any people.
Exactly. If I was in Michigan, someone approached me, I'm not sure, but here, I heard about it, I was okay. I was like, my mission in Luxembourg this summer to get people. I got 20 people with me in Luxembourg, and and now my mission's here in Maastricht to help everyone get their people, you know what I mean? Like, look, Luke, he took the time out of his day just to Skype with us. And I mean, Oliver helped us, do that. You know what I mean? Which is pretty cool. Like, you're never alone, you know what I mean? And that's, for me, the best part. It's really about teamwork. And what would you have done anyways today? Maybe you would have done some reading for school, but hey, at least you presented with a great opportunity. And what I want to say personally before, if anyone wants to add something else, what I want to say is, before we end this, everyone says college is supposed to be the best years of your life, right? This is what I was thinking about a lot. Everyone's like, yeah, Kenny, enjoy your time in college, university, it's going to be the best years of your life. I was thinking, why? Why should those years be the best years of my life? Why should those 3 or 4 years be the best years of my 60, 70-year life? And I thought of it, it's because the thing is, after you finish university, what are you going to do normally? Go work a job you don't like, and you're just stuck in the world, right? So that's why you should enjoy your time in college, because afterwards you're going to hate working, you're going to hate doing this, hate doing that. Whereas why can't we change that now? Why in university, why don't you take those 3 years, 4 years, invest in something that will change the next 30 or 40 years of your life? It doesn't have to be Vemma, it can be anything else, So
do you think it will change your life for the next 30 or 40 years?
I do. I personally do. I'm personally motivated.
So what do you expect for your future? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Where do you see yourself
in 10 years? If I'm working as I'm working right now, putting in time, talking to people, introducing this, I don't know. I wouldn't have to be working for somebody. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm working for myself. You know what I mean? Working for the company, but it's my business. And even if obviously money disappears, but as I was looking at it, this opens so many new doors. Maybe I can invest in stocks. But investing in stocks, you need a lot of money if you want to earn a lot of money. And I don't have that money right now. Maybe I want to start another firm. Maybe I want to invest. I don't have that money now. Whereas I can earn money with Vemma and then to invest.
But you can't tell me that you see a long-term potential with
I do.
But I mean, seriously, you're gaining experience.
Yeah.
You're
No. These facts are completely.
those are really important.
Yeah.
Of course. No, this is I don't know.
And I mean,
earning cash is like the most
Yeah, of
great
course.
thing.
But I mean, if I earned 200, for example, if I got that 250,000 1 year, I think if I was smart enough and chose how to invest it correctly, I wouldn't have to work afterwards for another couple of years. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this is going to last for 100 years. I'm saying it's going to last for at least 20 years. Why not? I mean, it's only 9 years old, the company. I don't know, that's my belief. But everyone has their own belief.
Yeah, of course. No, but the next 5-6 years, the system will work in Europe.
It's gonna go in Europe, and we're here at the beginning of Europe. So why wouldn't you want to? It's like Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg, about 50 of his friends presented the idea. 45 of them said, "No, this is crazy. You're stupid. This will never work." 5 of them stayed, and what happened now? All 6 of them, well, 5 and Mark Zuckerberg, they're billionaire. I'm not saying I'm a billionaire, but I know that I want to be part of this at the beginning, and that's really what motivates me.
And even if it only will work for 5 or 6 years, imagine Lucas is doing this thing for 2 or 3 years. For 3 years now, he's making 18 months. 18 months. Even less.
Yeah.
So imagine what he's gonna earn in 4 or 5 years if this keeps on growing like this.
And I mean, we're not gonna say everyone's gonna be a Luke Kessler, but I wouldn't mind earning a couple extra thousand, even if I'm working a normal job in a company. Why would I want an extra 3,000 a month?
I really get what you're trying to say, but like, why shouldn't we take the opportunity? Why shouldn't we try something?
Yeah, we should definitely. But for me, it's
really,
I'm sure you will not be able to spend the rest of your life working.
Well,
okay,
we're not here to argue.
I know. I just want to question the whole.
But also, that's good. But also, the Americans, we're like love the Hollywood story. You know what I mean? So
and he was like really American.
Well, look at him. He's just a normal kid. You ever saw that kid? Would you ever say, man? If you saw him in the street, would you ever say he's making $250,000 a year? No, never, ever.
Yeah.
And I mean,
and I would have said it was